A better fit for what they wanted to do offensively, and he's an elite level rebounder. We never really got to see this team really clicking on all cylinders last year to find out his true effect.
Clippers ball down 10, minute 25 to go in the half. Harden looking to take the rookie, Ryan Dunn. Puts it on the deck, penetrates, count the basket and one.
He ran right into that shot, turned, squared up with the defender in his face, and shot it very comfortably.
Jones missing for Phoenix, and now Harden connecting from mid-range, and the Clippers back within 3.
But their defense has to trigger opportunity to give him enough offense, and they've done that so that he can play more selectively when he wants to attack, like he did right there when he sees the angle. This is still...
Booker, meanwhile, has just 6 points. Beal's the leading scorer for Phoenix with 10.
I'm just watching this defense force Phoenix all the way out to the sideline just to make simple entry passes.
Harden drills a 3, starting to heat up now. Misses from out there for the second time. Now Porter on the other end. Little hesitation. Kick out. Harden's 3. Short and still goes in. Front rim, backboard, and down. 9 seconds on the switch. Harden with Morris. Gets into the lane. Goes up and scores. His 16th point of the quarter and 20th on the night.
So they'll live with a 2-point jump hook in the paint as opposed to Devin Booker getting that ball.
Well, the Clippers made the most of the minutes with James Harden on the bench. He's back out there and promptly connects. He's got 22 points, 11 rebounds.
Miscommunication on the back end of that. And Zubac had his back turned. Tyus Jones saw it, knew he could get to the rim, and got there quickly for another easy one.
Harden with Jones on his hip, works into the lane, and Harden scores again.
Happened another second or two, yes.
Harden with 5 to shoot, looking to shake Jones. Now with 3, spinning, falling away. It's good! James Harden ties the game at 101.
Now Harden. He's trying to get a double team, and Harden glides to the basket. So the Nuggets, 2 of 8 from three-point land. They've made 7 of 22 shots. Meanwhile, the Clippers are shooting 50% as Harden nails one. Harden's in the lane, floats it up and in.
See, it's tougher when you lose either Gordon or Braun.
It's 62-61 Clippers. Harden has been a facilitator, floats it up and floats it in. Harden into the corner. Harden's got 10 to shoot. Harden's got a lane, pushes off, and hits.
If you're wondering what games are going to feel like in the Western Conference all year, this is one of them. And Harden backdoor. They had the defense lifted, set the Warriors up pretty well.
Zubac's on Draymond. Banging, bumping, flipping. Draymond is such a good defender. Ricochets out to Harden for a deep 3, and he got it. That hurts. Harden to work on Buddy Hield. Harden down the lane. He's been doing that. This is where Harden wants to control the game. He's got it now, right off the bench, right into the bucket. Harden down the lane. Harden somehow got that back. He lost it and got it back and flipped it in.
All alone for a deep 3. Held the finish and knocks it down, his first bucket tonight. Ayton not there. Kamara active on the glass, but it's Kai Jones who's just checked in for Zoo that has the loose ball for the Clippers. Another 3 for Harden. Oh, it falls again. Clippers led by 10 in the first half. But Portland has played hard and they've played efficient, shooting 47% from the field. They've hit 7 threes. They hit only 4 in their last game against the Kings. Avdija into Kamara, who has really been good, but misses at the iron.
He really didn't need to go to the other side of the rim.
Harden, another 3. Yes, sir. Harden tries to lead the break. Challenges Ayton, colliding with him. Down the lane, down the hatch for James Harden. Harden, given space, lets it fly. The 3, it's good. And the Clippers lead 102-99.
What I tell you about superstars.
6 turnovers a game. Missed opportunity. Derek Jones says, let's try it again. Harden. Over the outstretched fingertips of Grayson Allen setting the screen and rolling, but misses at the iron, and here comes Harden. Clippers by 6. Kevin Porter Jr. I told you that hair wasn't going to wash out before the game. Harden for 3, and he knocks it down. If you didn't see it, 9 to shoot, plenty of time for Harden. Step back 3, it's good again. Harden with back-to-back trays, and the Clippers lead by a dozen here in the first quarter.
He was demanding, but fair.
He's been very interesting to watch. Harden, the runner, and James Harden looks like a different player here tonight. 12 points, he's 4 of 7 from the field. Only 2 players have scored here in this third quarter. Harden trying to become the third, and is Harden, a deep 3. Oh, he put it in. 18 for Harden. He says enough of this if we're going down. 115 to 107. Harden rumbles down the lane to the rim with the left hand and lays it in. Harden now with 20.
In that third quarter, we were the total opposite. It is not like Phoenix changed anything, did anything different.
Jones Jr. for 3. Ty Jones with the rebound. Penetrates and pitches back to Harden, and he knocks it down. The first bucket for James Harden, puts the Clippers out in front by 5. Another 3 on the way for Harden. This one falls. He's 2 for 6 from distance. He's got 6, and the Clippers lead by 8. First minutes of the second quarter for Harden. Gets around Holmgren, gets to the rim. Oh, he can feel the footsteps, but able to lay it home. Harden, from rim to rim, essentially took it all the way, slow. Spurs do not have a foul to give. Harden, a sidestep 3. Oh, he knocks it down. It's 56 to 48, but some meat on the bone here for San Antonio.
Every time we have him on, right? He goes off for like 30 points, 40.
We'll need it here. Harden down the lane over Wembanyama. Counted on a foul. It's the third foul on Wembanyama.
Shot clock going down. Harden step back 3. He has made a lot of money doing that.
Harden down the lane. To the rim and in. Harden now with a dozen. The right idea by Dunn to get out of there with Wembanyama. Over the top. Harden for 3. Oh, it goes! What a... Harden around Champagny, sees Wembanyama lurking, wisely pulls up from 10 and knocks it down. 107 to 95. Kelly Oubre Jr., who did get a substantial fine. Harden turns the corner. As Caleb Martin in his pocket, a former Sixer, knocks down a little 14-foot jump shot for the game's first bucket.
Harden 1 for 3 from the floor, 3 points. Powell has 7 to lead the Sixers. Zubats with 6. Harden gets past Martin. What a move and finish by James Harden. So Paul George is on the bench. We'll see if Tyrese Maxey looks to take more shots. He's only attempted 2. He was 5 of 10 in the first half, and almost all those attempts were with Paul George on the bench. What a shot by James Harden. That day, he hit not 1, but 2 threes. He had not made a 3 prior to February of 2020. By the way, Philly has not turned it over in the quarter after 12 in the first half. Harden's 3 is there. His first triple of the game, and pushes the lead back to 9, matching the Clippers' largest.
Not the kind of defense that Jeff Van Gundy is wanting to see.
Yeah, exactly. Jeff Van Gundy, assistant coach now with the Clippers. Last time as a coach as Harden gets to the cup. Kings in scramble mode. I told you, man really doesn't like to shoot, but you got to keep that guy, Zubats, off the glass. I
really like the defensive pressure and rotations, though. It ends in a bucket right there for James Harden.
Kings got time here. Here comes Fox. Oh, Harden with the steal. Harden pulling at the buzzer. 6-point swing, perhaps. Sabonis now 14, 8, and 6. Harden, little crossover 3 ball. Oh, man. James Harden with that 3. He has tied Kevin Garnett. 68-59. DeRozan now with 7. See if the Kings can get a stop here as James Harden knocked. That one goes in.
Harden picked up by Barrett. Gets the screen from Zoo. Gets Barrett in his side pocket. Launches from the nail and knocks it down. Harden's first bucket. 2 points. 2 rebounds, 2 assists. I think it worked out as he brought a championship to Toronto. Harden, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, knocks down the 3. Clippers regain the lead by 1. Harden now with 8.
Norman to the baseline, except the last time he was able to drive through the middle.
They've certainly read Norman in the scouting report. Harden, awkward floater, it falls. No style points, it does count for 2. Harden, 4-3. Eventually, one was going to have to fall. He has 10 seconds to play in the third. 5 to shoot for Harden. Down the lane, the floater. It's good! 102-99.
Powell. Up to Jones Jr. Harden has not shot the ball well from 3 on the season, but he makes that one.
He is primarily a three-point shooter. That's his game.
SGA, the turnover. Derek Jones Jr. off balance. Harden, and he's able to lay it in. J-Dub's stripped. Coffee up ahead. Man dumps. Harden up jam. Initial defense, but the putback is there. Harden has not had it going. Tried to get the contact and instead nails a 3.
We also talk about a Clipper team that's only allowing about 102 points a game. We're approaching the century mark here.
Well, Harden's trying to shoot the Clippers back in the game.
Harden one-on-one with Jabari. Gets it back. And lays it up and in. Thought he got fouled. James Harden, I am the system.
It's not a bad look tonight. Notice, look at Jabari is guarding Zubac so you can switch those pick and rolls.
And Harden, who has been below his standards from 3.
And again, James Harden commands so much attention. You know, he's trying to see a matchup that he likes.
And he hit it and got fouled by Jalen Green.
The Terror Twins are in. Looks like we're rolling with that.
Again, I mentioned it a couple of games ago. We were in Detroit for the first time. I mentioned the other night on Monday when the Rockets took on the Wizards. I didn't come up with it. Not coming. No whistle. Harden got by Brooks and then comes right down the middle of the paint for a very easy score. The baseline 2 for Harden.
Greg, that's a great job by our stats and graphics crew. Why? Because in these games, you have to play through the whistle. If you end up tied through the entire game, don't just hold it out. You know, you got to score all the way through this.
And not only did they score points, but Dylan Brooks made his second 3. And Harden gets it right back. He's now 1 away from tying Ray Allen. And Terrence Mann gave them good minutes off the bench the other night.
He did, and looked much more like himself.
And James Harden with that corner 3 in front of his former bench. That's just tied Ray Allen for second all-time. 2,973 career threes for James Harden. The percolators actually still exist. Biggest lead here for the Rockets, up 20. Harden into the lane. And is able to roll over. I thought it was going to fall off, but it just did drop. And step back foul line, Jimmy, good for Harden.
The Clippers, I mean, just in swarms.
Şengün has 7 assists.
This is one of his better games. I know the points may not be there for him, but just his impact right now.
Biggest lead in the game, Rockets up 23. Harden on Brooks, into the lane. That time he got the best of Dylan.
Harden picked up by Markkanen. Wants to go ISO. Gets around him. Down the lane and down the hatch it goes for Harden. Harden, this would be for the record. There it is. Surpasses Ray Allen. Clippers out in front, 31-23. Harden once again drives around Markkanen. Second time he's done it tonight with the same result for James Harden.
I like it.
That was Powell slipping down. Dunn parks into the corner. Drives it back out. Harden wide open. He won't miss many of those.
Able to finish it.
Harden, the floater is good. Harden on Clarkson.
Sue tries to tap it up and in. It's Harden that gets it home. Strong drive by Collier. Can't get it to fall. Harden the other way. Looking for a knockout blow. Harden! Oh my goodness!
Been pretty good at holding on to the basketball. Yeah, we were able to turn those 21 turnovers into 20 points.
Nice three for Harden. Clippers jump out 7-3. Dunn, driven off the line by Waters. Late in the clock for Harden. Step back three on Payton. No, he books it. His second three, and the Clippers jump out in front by 7. Harden creates the contact on Kuminga and drops it in again. He's got now 8 points, 4 assists. Wiggins in the open floor, poked away by Harden. Harden down the lane, down the hatch. James Harden with 10, and the Clippers lead 52-37. Timeout Warriors. Wagner checks in. Contavious Caldwell-Pope as well. Derek Jones Jr. And Chris Dunn out there as well. Harden for 3, dancing to the baseline. He loved it.
Because there's 4 or 5 players right now from Michigan that are on the Orlando Magic roster.
The deep three for James. Oh, and it rattles in. 44-42. You see the defense here for Orlando. This is where they hang their hat. This is how they win ball games.
For their last 3 opponents. Got it.
Harden creates the space. Shows off the handle. Mid-range en route. It's good. Harden with 18, and the Clippers lead 78-64. 9 to shoot for Harden. Picked up by the long arms of Jonathan Isaac. Trying to dance on the dribble. Fires a 3. It's gone. What a shot by Harden. 24.
Defense by Sabonis delayed James Harden from shooting. So Murray was able to get a piece. Beautiful play.
Harden lays it in, and the Clippers grab the... Kind of getting that conditioning back. He cuts the lead down to 10. The first 3 for Sacramento. Harden right around a stationary Doug McDermott and floats it up and in. Second field goal for Harden. He's got 6 in the game. Now you're starting to see why he scored 60 earlier in the week. Harden. It's good.
He needed that one right there, Brian.
It's just the 9th 3 for Sabonis this year. Harden forces up a 3. It's good. It's a big one for the Clippers, but a long way to go. They're out in front by 10. Harden. It's good. James Harden with 22.
What a look. Here's Derek Jones Jr. having a great start to his campaign with the Clippers. And James Harden with some South Philly hellos as he drains the 3. I'm sure a lot of you are as well.
I was watching Batman Begins earlier this week, and that's what stuck in my head.
And James sticks it and draws the foul. At a team-high 30 points, his second 30-piece already in his NBA career. In Friday's win over the Nets. And the former Net and former Sixer, James Harden.
They're able to garner it and go finish quickly.
Lead 26 right now for Harden and the Clippers. Make it 29. Have a feeling James was looking forward to this one.
First game since 6-1-7. June 17th when the Celtics closed out the Mavs. Harden elbow jumper was good. Celtics have held the Clips to just 2 points in the last 4 minutes and change. Hauser defending Harden. It's a 3. James Harden. You got to get closer than that without fouling. Harden, a lot of dribbling, has to go, gets in the lane, and drops it in. James Harden. You ever thought 53s would be crazy for you as a coach? Oh man, what a tough one. Which was by far the best in the league among guys who posted up as often as he did. Good contest by Tatum, a better shot by Harden. Harden for 3. Harden floater. He's great footwork. Harden. Porzingis clapping. Zubac's getting frustrated. Harden working on White. Oh. Harden. Celtics really struggling. They were down 22-8 in this quarter. Pritchard comes in, knocks down 2 big threes. Harden for 2. It's incredible, Scal.
He's
been 5 for 9 the last 2 games, so he has definitely had the hot hand from 3.
2 double-doubles already in his rookie campaign. Here's James Harden, high off the window. Because he's a unique skill set with Harden. You've got to be, especially if you're a big, you got to know where to be at the right time.
And look, he just did that to Malcolm Brogdon. That's no easy task. That shows you how big, strong, and tough. Alleviate that pressure off of himself, having to score the ball by facilitating for others.
Harden's 3, tough one going down.
Gonna keep the same attitude and attack mode, I would say.
Harden. Shot clock at 5. Harden, a little hesitation. Step back 3. Wet. Harden going left and finishing.
And right now, I mean, that's all one-on-one isolation with Bilal. No excuses. It has not been a pick.
Take a look at how the Wizards are guarding Harden here with the switch through. He's now trying to go one-on-one with Kispert. That sidestep signature 3. Love now trying his hand at Harden. Harden schooling the rookie.
That is crazy.
Harden already in 10 minutes has his season average and just upped it. 23 points in 10 minutes for James Harden. Harden going right. Left hand push shot good. He's got 25. 13 points now for Malcolm Brogdon. Harden, layup too easy. 28 points for James Harden here in the first. Steal by JP. Bounce pass. Bilal not able to secure it. James Harden, 3. Good. 38 points for the Beard. That's just an old school big move right there. You just turn around, look at the guy, and just put it on. Harden again. Unconscious. 41 for James Harden.
He also said that the star who said it is generally going to have a big game. And how about Edwards and Randall, your 2 guys that you're relying on heavily as the 3 goes down? They score or assist on 13 of the first 16.
A 6-0 burst from the Timberwolves after a 7-0 Clippers run as Harden drains the 3. Got tickled from behind and then threw it away. Harden looking for the foul, instead will take the lay. Awesome to see our friend coaching and awesome to see how much his work is appreciated. Ty Lue was just glowing about Jeff to us before the game and the way he has led and been vocal with his teammates throughout the struggles of the early season. As Harden splashes in the mid-range.
Hanging tough.
Harden, the step back, got it. 16 points, 8 assists for James Harden.
Here's Harden. 7 on the shot clock. Harden, the crossover, the 3 is good. Plus the foul. A chance for 4 for the Beard.
Harden, the 7 to shoot, picked up by Westbrook, 2 former teammates. Sidesteps the defense and lays it in his first bucket. As the Clippers out in front by 3.
Aaron Gordon has the size and the strength to kind of play bully ball.
Harden back the other way, counted on a foul for James Harden.
And I think this Utah, when he had 17 in the first quarter, so it's just like,
Harden coming out of the timeout puts the Clippers out in front by 1. Michael Malone said it was an anniversary coming up in a couple of weeks, and they decided they're going to run everything through Jokic in his 2nd year. Right now, the Clippers running through James Harden. 2-for-1 opportunity for Denver. 12 to shoot for Harden, steps into a wide open 3 and books it. 3rd 3 for Harden, ties up the score at 59. Shot clock turned off. Walk it off. Coffey does a good job to recover, but keeps himself in the corner. Harden attacks and lays it in.
And I played with Arvydas Sabonis, one of the best passing bigs you ever played the game, and you often compare that to Jokic.
Harden for 3, it's good. Harden now with 24, Clippers down by 4. Powell met up high by Brown. Zoo rolls. Westbrook comes up, disrupts it, but that leaves Harden wide open for three. It's good again. 5 threes for Harden. 2 for 1 opportunity for the Clippers. They'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Will they have the lead? Harden backs up, lets it fly. Oh, he's got 6 threes. James Harden, a sniper on a Sunday night in Inglewood. Picked up by Watson. 2 minutes to play here in the fourth. Harden creates the space and lets it fly. Oh, it's good! 37 for Harden! Harden turns the corner. He has found some success of late in that shot. We have seen it over the last couple of weeks. He knocks it down again. Nice screen for Zoo. Harden turns the corner and knocks it down. Back-to-back buckets for James Harden. Derek Jones Jr. Here come the Clippers out in front by 1. Harden from the line to the lane to the rim and in, and with a rhyme and a melody, James Harden has 9 that we can coach, and you're starting to see the results. Again, a team in rebuild, 5-6 in their last 11. They beat Minnesota a couple times. They've been in a lot of games. They've got 4 comebacks from double figures. 7 to shoot for James. A back pedal 3, got it! Throws down his calling card. It's 83-70, largest lead of the night for the Clippers. Harden. Clean look at a 3 ahead of the horn. He knocks it down. Harden with 23, and the Clippers lead 91-78. And it has all caught up with the Clippers here tonight. It's obvious. Harden for 3. It goes, and the band sings hallelujah.
Nuggets a 7-point home favorite. Harden over the top. That's good. And the Nuggets trail 5-0. Murray in the lane. Hang. No. Tip. No. Clippers come up with it. And in the lane, James Harden by everybody. Harden turns the corner. Poked away from Jordan by Jordan. Westbrook's got it. Now it's poked away from him. Jordan dives. Harden's got it. Oh, man. And the three-pointer. Keep your hands out of the cookie jar here. And the ball drops in, and a timeout by head coach Michael Malone. Clippers.
Another turnover. And that's just standing, not coming to the ball. That's Clippers got a little lazy here in the last 5 minutes.
Now Harden's in the lane, and he puts it up and in.
But yeah, you worry about turnovers, and now you're from 14 to 16. You haven't played for 40 seconds.
Harden's going to float one up and float it in.
When he is healthy, he is tough. Harden with 6 to shoot, picked up by Kessler. A contested 3, it's good. And the Clippers are 6 of 7 from the field.
Ready with those braids.
Harden for 3, he's been game ready. And he knocks down another one. And the Clippers out in front by 13, 20-7.
Forcing Utah to not be able to get to their second and third options in their offense. And a lot of times a quick shot may go up, which benefits the Clippers defensively. And James feeling spry right now.
Porter Jr. Harden says, don't mind if I do. And he knocks it down. Harden with 18 first quarter points.
His teammate in the corner earlier who then shifted. That was Filipowski. He turned it over. Those are the frustrating turnovers for a coaching staff. And then you get
orchestrating from the logo. Wants a clear out. It's a deep 3. It's good! 24 for Harden. James picked up by Kessler. Hit a 3 on him earlier. Steps back. Oh! St. James with the sermon on a Monday night in Inglewood. Harden picked up by Sexton with 10 to shoot. James for 3. Oh! With fire and brimstone. 7th heaven for Harden. Chris Dunn in attack mode. And Keontae George comes away with the deflection. Ahead to Collins, interrupted by Powell. It is Harden in a foot race with George to the rim and in. 36 for James Harden. 3 to shoot, is he aware? He is. The step back. Bamba spikes it down. Porter Jr. controls.
I tell you, Porter Jr. has been on the front end of a lot of hustle plays to keep the play alive for the Clippers.
Harden feeling frisky, checks the clock, stutter step from the wing to the lane to the rim, a whistle and a foul. And they will count that basket, give 40 to Harden.
It's not just Luka and Kyrie that can throw those lobs skyward to Derek Lively. Klay Thompson in on that action. And here's a beeline to 9-2 Dallas run. They're up right now by 3, but it's a chance here for Harden to tie the game. Misses.
Derek Jones Jr. stays involved defensively.
Hesitation here by Harden, and it's a goaltend. He switched back to the left and missed that runner in the paint. Dinwiddie, wow, what a play by Powell, looking for the pass up ahead to Klay Thompson. Harden will shoot an open 3 in transition and hits it. These two teams, of course, will play Saturday night here at American Airlines Center. There's a lefty runner, good, and a foul. Harden.
Defense does his work early.
Harden, a step back 3.
And then you got him.
He will find you. Layup, James Harden knifing through the defense. Daniel Gafford for the year has made 2/3 of his free throws. He goes 1 of 2 on that trip. Harden, a 3-pointer from the right side of the floor for the Clippers' first lead of the game. Mavericks did not have much of a bench production night the other night, but they are getting some bench production primarily from Marshall.
You couldn't get 2 feet, two inches of him like it was an automatic foul. But it's still, he definitely has it down to a science.
Makes the step back there from the free throw line. But they give it away here to start the 3rd quarter. So the Clippers have a chance to score first to set a tone for the 3rd, and a jumper by Harden settles in there.
Oh, man, just sitting on that rim.
Harden for 3 with 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter.
Jaren Jackson Jr. at 6'11", and then you have Zach Edey in there, of course, at 7'3". And one of the strengths of the Clippers is getting points in the paint. It'll be a tough ask, but James Harden.
Porter, hesitation move. Laravia digs at it. Porter forced into a fadeaway, in and out, and then volleyed up and in by Harden. Harden works his way into the paint. Fadeaway is in. Harden with 11. Something that this is a nice test for this Grizzlies team. Harden drives, floats it up and in. What are we gonna say with James Harden? Harden, little in and out dribble. His 3 is in. Harden, his first 3-point make of the game, and a timely one on their last 3 shot attempts. Make or miss league. 2 minutes remaining. Harden drives his floater, dances and drops in.
It's interesting to see what will happen here. Harden, the floater, long. The rebound is in for James Harden. And
they have 11 offensive rebounds.
They have 9 more shots than the Clippers do. Harden, the 3 is good, and the band sings hallelujah. Harden, 6 to shoot. Tries to create space on Kuminga, knocks down the 3, and Harden puts the Clippers out in front. Harden posting on Schroeder. We've seen him use his brawn this season, does it right there and knocks it down. He's got a dozen, and the Clippers lead by 15. Who is 2 for 12 here tonight. Once again, isolation with Harden, spins to the baseline for the mid-range. It's good! 67-52 Clippers. Teams over the limit. Harden around heel, the floater, it's good. 93.
I love the fact that Herbert's maintaining the matchup, right? He's made a great shot by James Harden. But what he's not doing, he's not switching.
Into the shot clock for Harden. Trying to create space, and he's going to look for a 4-point play. Coffee can definitely hit the 3. We've seen that before. Mo Bamba has checked into the game, so they go deep. He's going to swing through, isn't he?
No.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He's so good at drawing contact.
And Harden's got it. 4th in defensive efficiency, 3rd in steals, 4th in fewest points allowed, and they're coming back. They're only down by 7.
Now you just have to stay disciplined defensively. Keep your hands out the cookie jar. Do not foul.
It'll be Harden, corner three.
That's what he does.
You got it.
Yep.
Bells have 15 triples, 5 more than the Clippers. Yet, it's only a 4-point game.
The thing that you don't want to do if you're Javonte Green is continue to acquiesce to that screen.
Putting up big numbers in losses. He wants to win. That is evident. Harden 3, and that's what he does. He's done that for a long time. Looking for Zubats down low. Barnes doing a nice job fronting. Harden then drives it and scores it. Step back, no. Batum was there. Now Harden hits that right wing 3.
Shot right over the top of James Harden. I thought James would probably try to swipe down on it as Victor goes into his shot.
He's got 13 of the 25 for the Spurs. Harden, beautiful floater is true. And he's playing tonight.
Oh yeah, Zach Collins diving to the rim too, so it's almost a free shot.
Harden, swish.
Still able to finish it over the top.
Terrence Mann has checked into the game. Young at the free throw line in transition. It's done with the rebound. Kawhi Leonard played just about 3.5 minutes in the third. He played 7 minutes in the first quarter. He's got almost 20 minutes long here as Harden fires a 3 and knocks it down. Wants a whistle, not going to get it. Love to see the Clippers just run through the tape and not need Kawhi Leonard to come back into the game. Tough road trip coming up. Minneapolis to start, then Denver. Harden the floater. It's going 5 straight for James Harden.
Love the deflection by Jaden that set that up.
Harden to the cup, puts it through. He struggled in the last meeting between these two teams.
All bench players coming into the game here for Ty Lue, except for James Harden.
And Harden knocks down the J.
I don't think you really even appreciated how much contact he took. Those 2 replays we just saw didn't really show how much contact there was as James Harden scores.
Conley has the last 8 for Minnesota. Ooh, Harden. Did he do the too small gesture? Outside look good. James Harden.
Just over 15 a game, 15.1 to be exact.
Harden, 3 more? Yes.
Lob inside to Gobert, deflected. Coffee comes up with it, picked up by a backpedaling Reed. Feeds to Harden, filling the lane, counted and a foul.
Zubats lost the handle. Harden came away with it and bumps it up and in.
Confused and taking advantage.
DeAndre Jordan once again getting the start. Nikola Jokic out again tonight. He's been sick. They don't think it's serious, hoping he'll be back soon. Now, can they close out? Tyson is guarding James Harden, and Harden drops in a 3-ball. Porter, part of this group, leading by 17 at the moment. That's way too easy. Now Harden picked up by Porter Jr. Pull Harden here. He's got a 12-footer, got it, and a foul. So the Nuggets have pushed their lead back up to 18. Here comes Dunn. Pass it out to Harden. Don't foul a jump shooter. Good play. Stay with it. They run through, and Harden hits it anyway.
7 to shoot for Coffee. Feeds to Harden. Gonna have to be a deep one. It's in the air ahead of the horn. Oh, it goes for James Harden. It is perhaps the greatest game ever played in The Price is Right. Harden for 3. All cotton there for James Harden. Bob Barker, we miss you, and have your pet spayed and neutered.
That's right.
James Harden lays it up and in. It's a timeout here for Miami. Have a chance to tie after trailing by as many as 13.
I got a theory as to why. Because they share something in common, and that James Harden.
Harden the 3. Oh, it's good for Harden. He has 16, and the Clippers lead 77-68. Harden, 3 to shoot. Gets around the defense. The floater ahead of the horn. He put it in. I need to see the bylaws on this.
Yeah,
I need to see the fine print.
Bring him in the room and talk to him.
Harden for 3. Does it the old-fashioned way. Knocks down the tray. It's a 15-point lead for the Clippers.
Harden. It trickles in for Harden.
So, yeah. Now they're 6-1.
You're giving them this win?
Yep. Well, I mean, yes, I'm giving it to them.
You are bold, and
I'm bold. I am speaking.
I now agree with you. I just agreed.
The shot was missed, but you got to get back and stop the ball. And taking a minute now for the defense to rev up. And James wanted a little contact, but that time he was still able to maintain his focus and hit that little runner.
Not a lot of shots. Clippers are 5 of 11, 3 for 8 for Brooklyn. Harden, bully ball again to the rim. Are they going to give him a generous continuation? If it does count, Clippers out in front by 5. They do count the bucket. Zoo. Derek Jones Jr. hit in mid-flight. Misfires. Clippers recover. 4 to shoot for Harden. The 3 en route. It's good. Harden now with 8.
The live ball turnover give them an opportunity to get out and run. 6 for 16 from the field, but give them some fast break opportunities. They can convert it.
Harden, another 3, 21-14.
Like the Clippers.
We heard the report from Christina. So many different lineups here for Brooklyn. Nice little saunter drive by James Harden. Lays it in. 19-point lead for the Clippers. James, a straight on 3, bucket, and send him to the line for a possible 4-point play.
Back cut, but just couldn't get the finish. James dancing with a dribble, makes his move, fends off Kamara with a forearm, and sticks the fader. But he does want to be assertive. Harden off the Zubac's action on the handoff. Powell comes off a Zubac screen, forced to give it up to Zubac on the slow roll, bounces outside to Harden at the point. Harden with Simons leaning on him, gets into the body of Sharp. 13 to shoot. Spread the floor for Harden to go one-on-one at Chris Murray. Little hesitation shake, lay it in on a foul. Harden steps to the line. ISO'd on Zubac. Put the dribble down. Dunn comes to help. Ball comes free. Dunn's got a pick. Up the floor he sails. Leaves it to Powell. Slants in. Dunn pops it to Harden for 3. Cash it in.
With their defense and tenacity and second shots.
What hustle by Dunn. Ahead to Harden. Oh, he punches it in.
3 sitting on that left hand. Simons will step up. He'll get an opportunity on Harden, who glances at the clock. 4 to shoot, into the lane, powered up and scored.
You're not going to beat the primary defender a lot of times off the dribble, so the jump shot is always there. Speaking of which,
and now James Harden gets into it. A 4-point play opportunity. LeBron made his first 2 threes. He's missed his last 4. Harden for 3 again. It's good again.
Clippers doing a really good job of kind of keeping the Lakers somewhat perimeter oriented by shooting jump shots while they do this.
Harden to the rack and in. He has 9, and the Clippers with the largest lead of 15. Neither one of these teams are great 3-point shooting teams, although have some individuals that can knock it down. Meanwhile, James Harden steps into a mid-range and knocks it in. He's got 11.
It's how you create that space, especially a right-hander going left. If you're fading, you're going to always have that little advantage to get the shot off. Speaking of which, James Harden on the kick out.
6:20 to play. Interception by Powell. Ahead to Porter Jr. Back to Harden. Open for 3 and lets it fly. Bucket. 102 to 85. A big to the city. Here is Harden the other way. On Reeves from the nail. It's good. 104-89. Clippers out in front. 2 for 9. It was a high-scoring affair last night. They were already out in front by 6, 18 to 12. Already 30 points had been scored after the first TV timeout. As James Harden puts an end to the drought, so to speak.
Bulls to kind of be more efficient, out at 4 for 8 from the 3-point line.
Harden for 3. It's his second basket. There's not much of an offensive flow here.
Ball picks up James Harden. He fires again and connects. So now he's made a couple in a row.
They definitely need him to score.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it doesn't.
You know what the worst was? Playing in the playground with chain nets, and that happened. That's.
I usually played above the net.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I mean, for us mortals who play below it.
It's a 6-point lead. Clippers led by 5 in this quarter. It was 55-50. Harden from the foul circle to the rim. Zoo draws a crowd. Harden steps into a 15-footer. Oh, loitering above the rim.
Giving up some easier opportunities to the Wizards on their offensive end.
Harden steamrolls his way to the rim and in. 11-9 for James Harden, 78-57.
Adventure that was their last game. The Bucks, after a 4-day layoff, essentially being snowed in New Orleans as James Harden signs his autograph on the game. Now with 9 here in the first quarter. 2:38 to play in the first frame. Harden, the 3 is good for James. He's got 5.
By Gary Trent Jr.
Harden the other way. The C's part and he lays it in. Harden with 10 in the first quarter. Lillard had success last year, but the Bucks were just not. It was just an interesting team for the entire year. Harden, that's bully ball, goes right to the rim and lays it in and trims the lead to 3. Clippers defensively going to have to pick it up here. The Bucks love to score points as Harden lets it fly from the mid-range and knocks it down. Milwaukee 16-1.
You know, to try to influence him getting to the basket. This is a clear lane.
Sidestep 3 for Harden. He knocks it down. It's a 2-point game. 3 minutes to play in the third. Harden shows off the handles. Down the lane, challenging Lopez and floats it in. 21 for Harden, and we're tied at 86. Harden around Trent, the floater. Again, 23 for Harden. Clipper fans have sympathy for no one, but the Bucks, the last 2 years, Giannis didn't play last year in the playoffs and then missed 3 of the 6 games the year before. Right in his prime. Oh my goodness. James Harden has decided it's time to take over. Oh, that's what it is. Ball though. Yeah. Got it. Here's Harden the other way, picked up by Trent. Feeling good, lets it fly. Why not? Clippers by 4, and James Harden. Porter Jr. has made some plays here tonight. Maybe not necessarily scoring the ball, but boy, he has had a fingerprint on everything. Harden for 3. Oh! It's another sermon in Inglewood. Giannis drives on Zoo. Tough shot, rebound, Harden. Here come the Clippers. Harden from the line to the lane. The floater is good. Counted on a foul. Preach. St. James delivers again.
All 3 of those guys were MVPs.
Harden step back 3.
No, how that works? I mean, we just said something nice and showed something, and he hits a 3.
Harden working against Allen. And that sidestep 3. Hits another one. 2.5 games back. Zubac's trying to bulldoze his way down low. Harden, little teardrop off the window.
Brad turned his back.
Brings the pass back outside now to Harden, who's got the switch with Richard stepping out on him.
Keep your hands down.
Harden on the drive with a left-hand finish. Harden with a pocket pass. Suns return the favor, but then give it right back. Harden, that rock back step, launches a 3 and hits it.
Expecting him to, you know that. I mean, you're a football commentator. You know.
Yeah, Grayson raised his hand saying that one's on me as Harden rattles in the 3.
Going right at him, knocked away. Harden for 2.
Gotta remember what got you there. Remember the formula.
Yep. That's exactly what you wanted to see. Coming off that Paris trip, Harden for 2, banking it in. Harden to 3. Too strong. Leonard right back to him, second effort. That's James Harden, 10-time All-Star for you. Clippers haven't made a basket in about almost 4 minutes, and I shouldn't even have said that. On the Spurs, and they changed the call. And they set off of Trey Jones. And scratch what I just said is now Harden puts in the bucket. As we hit the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Harden, 3. Timeout, Spurs. Wembanyama lost it. Leonard the steal. Thought about a pull-up three. It's Harden.
I'm surprised he took that.
And Harden makes it. And this Clipper offense.
Clippers continue to roll with their starting five. Harden. Oh, gave him the dead leg. He's right in front of the Hornets bench, and he's got Diabate doing work. Harden, 12-footer along the baseline.
Some stylish guys. You know, I like Harden just finds his way right to the front of the rim. No resistance, break down there. But
we're hoping that the Hornets can get to 100 faster. And if not, we're hoping that Lawler's Law doesn't work. Step back three. James Harden.
As Kate Burness mentioned, a tough stretch now for Toronto. Here's Harden, clock down, step back to three, and Harden connects. He can do that.
I mentioned that in the open, right? He's still really good.
Terrence Mann with the rebound.
Good switch action that time on Harden.
And Harden on the take with the left. The way Kyle started Game 6. The parade. What? Just all of it. And Harden.
We got to get you on. We got to get you on. But it's been great, man. And if I keep working on my game each day, I'll be a good broadcaster in the next 5 years. Come close to you guys.
You're going to be great. Not good. You'll be great. They had that benefit, right? And that's what you're trying to build here and grow with right now. Continue to improve your talent base, and you become that much better in all aspects of what you're trying to teach and preach. And R.J. Barrett makes that extra pass, and Grady Dick delivers. Excellent game today from Grady Dick.
Spectacular, Jack.
7 of 9.
18 points, Harden the bucket.
3 games since coming back from a calf injury. Hachimura averaging nearly 19 a game. He's got 15 already in this first half as James Harden able to shoot one in. And a pass a little hot. Turnover.
That's a first Laker turnover of the night against a team that is 6th in the league in forcing turnovers, and they're able to convert it into a point.
But they needed a backup center, and so I think, you know, getting Drew Eubanks was a big get for them.
Harden, deep three after some fancy passing, and it falls for Harden. It's his first shot tonight, and the Clippers are out in front.
And that's a compliment to T.J. McConnell, by the way.
He was the last invite to the 2014 kind of combine, paid his own way. Maybe the minutes have been upped a little bit to possibly 32. We'll find out. As Harden intercepts, does not have numbers. Has Jones riding shotgun. Says, I'll call my own number if I don't mind, and knocks it down. It's another three. Harden picked up by McConnell. To the rim and in. New Zealand is adjacent to Australia, if you didn't know, which is where Patty Mills is from. How about Harden hitting that three? And the Clippers regain the lead. They missed Jones on the alley-oop. 6 to shoot for Harden. Step back, 16-footer, it's good. James Harden now with 20 points and 8 assists.
Interesting.
As we speak, Clippers down by 9. Harden. The floater, it's good. 114 to 107.
Too easy. He was at the foul line area.
Harden pulls from 3. In transition, it's good. He had 41 the last time these two teams played. They are able to hold on to it. 1:15 to play in the first half, looking for the lead. Their largest lead, 1. The Jazz have led by as many as 13. Harden from the line to the lane to the rim, off the window and in. Harden's played 27 minutes himself. Tries to drive inside to the rim and in.
And the idea is to then eventually cut him off, not let the offensive player get all the way to the rim.
Harden creates space and fires a 3. It's good. It's just his second. Harden around Jones through the defense, lays it up and in, counted on a foul. James Harden with 14. Utah lost in heartbreaking fashion last night, leading by 4. 4 seconds to play. 2 desperation threes fall for Phoenix. Harden around Filipowski and down the hatch. Harden with 23. You've got a couple of Major shot blockers in the paint, so James Harden floats it over the top and gets it to go. Bring that up. He only played 42 last year. Severe ankle injury while we were there in Memphis. As Harden knocks down a three, much needed score. Rebound goes to Zoo.
And that's Zoo clogging up the drive of Kennard, but then getting back to contest that shot by Zach Edey.
Harden with the contact, counted and a foul, and send him to the line.
We've seen that develop with Amir Coffey getting to that left hand and knocking it in. And I don't know what spot it is on the court for James because he can score from a little bit of everywhere.
I don't think it comes into play. If they win this game, they would win the season series, which is not something the Clippers have done an awful lot. The three falls for Harden. Lots of contact, but no whistle. Harden on Jackson, colliding off the window, gets his own miss and taps it in, almost like he knew that was going to be the play.
Bogdanovic passes out. Kobe Brown, ball tapped to Simmons. Here's Harden for three. James Harden just has a knack of picking up a loose ball.
A pump fake in the paint, kick it out if you can, or get it right to the rim.
Mikhailo picks up Harden. Tries to body him up, but he's so good with position.
It's about seeing potential in players. It's about being lucky at some time, at some point. And that's not luck right there. That it'll also keep giving you opportunities from three if the Clippers decide to collapse.
Will Hardy spoke about just keeping the focus and being aggressive.
Made him trip himself.
Dunn out to Harden. Lines up for three.
Re-energize his career with the Clippers.
Well, people forget the early days of three-time All-Star. Was able to block out Dunn. Look at the speed. Collier runs. Batum able to run with him and knock that ball out of his hand. Simmons to Harden. Fires up a triple. We got a game. And Keontae 5 of 6 from the line. We're tied at 100 as we hit the 6-minute mark. So clutch.
You're about to get a heavier dose of that man right there.
So I would say maybe top four might be the sweet spot, right? You don't want to be in the play-in, and you'd like to have some sort of home court advantage. James Harden gets his own miss and picks up the and one. Taurean Prince now on Harden. Goes past him left side, lays it in, and he's always got that soft touch.
Ben Simmons, who doesn't like to shoot outside the paint, the shot he likes.
That play was with the two Clippers' new guys, Bogdanovic and Simmons. Harden, you know eventually he's going to take a shot like that. Shot clock is still in play, about a 4-second differential. Trent Jr. switching off onto Harden. And driving, floats it up. That's more of a fair fight there. Weight versus weight with Brook and Zubac. There's another runner from Harden.
Kuz had a good look at one a few possessions ago. Really Harden missing that. Second chance points, creeping up.
Yeah, somehow the ball found him after he missed the three-pointer. Bogdanovic passes up the three-pointer. Now 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. And Simmons whips the pass over to Harden. And James Harden, now his second three-pointer. He's only 2 of 8, though, from 3.
They've got 14 right now. There's going to have to be a few more, I think, for the Bucks to make this comeback, or just more Giannis magic.
Harden off the timeout. Knocks home the 2-pointer.
Trailed 105-100, a 14-0 run in LA, and the Pacers picked up the win. Harden for 3. And on the board are the Clippers.
Making the three is important, but the effort to get that additional possession.
And that's a 3, and it's Harden again. And that game against Memphis on Thursday was his first game back since.
Nice job by Nembhard. He cut off the pass quickly to Harden. That's why you got a short clock here. He makes a tough shot. They look for him.
Here's a 3, deep, missed by Halliburton.
Well, he ended up with a better defensive play on him after the switch. So he was just trying at that point to get rid of the ball. Timeout. Yeah, that's got to be timeout. I thought for sure Nembhard was able to get where he needed to go. This open side he'll take.
And Harden fires and hits another 3. As you said, Quinn was on. It was a three-point shot by Harden. And now he has a two-point shot, and he's got 20.
You got to keep an eye on it doesn't happen again. If it happens again, you've got to look at it to make sure it doesn't escalate.
A 20-point Indiana lead. Harden for three. Zubac is out, so Simmons guarded by Turner. And Harden hits. Pacers able to rest Siakam and Halliburton right now with an 18-point lead.
Stood up after the basket was made and put his two fingers together, his thumb and his forefinger together, to say you're too little.
He got his shot from way downtown on the iron, but it didn't drop. James Harden to forecourt. Harden for three, and it's through. One of the hottest teams in the league, the Pistons, doing the entertaining. James Harden steps to the wing and triples. Looked like he knew that when he let it go. We're tied at 59. James Harden down the lane, floats it up and in. Shot clock at 5. Harden against Beasley. James Harden down the lane, floats it up, fills it up. He loves that shot.
In the air, it's his version of Harden's floater.
Harden's open for the three, knocks it down. A much-needed bucket for the Clippers, who cut the lead to 5.
75 ticks left for the first half. Harden, who's been quiet offensively, buries his first points of the night. The claw comes alive defensively. Harden waiting, shooting, and scoring. Look at Josh Giddey's three-point numbers as of late. 72% since the All-Star break. Speaking of threes, it's Harden answering.
Now he's starting to wake up now and be aggressive offensively.
Turn it over. Both teams have 8 giveaways tonight. Now a chance to guard Harden for Buzelis, and now 8 points in this frame alone for Harden. Drive and kick. Bogdanovic against his old buddy Herder. Finds Harden. Giddey clears. Collins contests, and Harden still hits. Clippers.
19-point offense.
I was just going to say they've taken advantage. Looking for more, and Harden's got it. 4 threes in this third quarter for James Harden. Harden, 3. Man, this guy is on fire in this frame. As a nickname for Giddey.
Another terrible name. Just stop.
Nickname Merchant out here, rating him as you speak in real time. Harden the floater, got it. They want to stop here. Harden, step back, patented James Harden 3.
That was a dagger.
Harden against Reeves. Harden with the floater, and that's good. Man, they are taking shoot-around 10 a.m. morning practice. Oh, Harden with a nice steal. Quick hands.
Is he going to dunk it, though?
Oh, man.
No young legs.
Well, you remember last year, James got a dunk, and it went viral.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about, oh, you can still dunk.
Plus-minus throughout this game.
Wow.
That is really where they took advantage of the Clippers in using their depth.
Harden with a contested 3. He makes those. 56 piece.
And we should have known because it was February 27th.
Okay.
February 27th will become known as.
Well, Jamison in now at the 5 spot, got the block. And done with yet another larcenous act of steal and room service.
Or off the glass, and it was going down the other way, and that's when he touched it. So in other words, it could have been a rebound. Oh, here's Harden. He goes right around.
Wouldn't mind increasing the opponent's turnovers, and they do right there. Good deflection, interception as Bogdanovic, Jameer Coffey, and Nico Batum are out there. Harden, the straight-on 3. It is good.
Sufficient defense in February. They led the month of opponent field goal percentage. Almost 40%. That's it, as we talk about it. Harden. That was a good move.
Roll down the lane. Nobody even puts a body on him, and it's just an easy pass.
This time Harden goes, gets to his strong hand and is fouled, and one for James Harden. Good action there by the Suns. Can't get it to go though. 14-point Clipper lead. With the ball here, James Harden for 3, got it. Harden sticks the landing.
Guys, Zubac's having a career year. He's had career highs in points and in rebounds, 4th in the NBA in that category. I asked him this morning what was different about this season. He said a couple things.
So we got 5 weeks left in the season. They have 5 back-to-backs in the final 5 weeks of the season. As Harden with a runner.
You're playing a home game against the team without their leading scorer. You got to win this game.
Norman Powell out again for the Clippers. Harden shakes Gillespie, gets the bounce.
Bogdanovich, they're going to lean on him. They need his offense and his shooting here tonight. Harden gets a clean look at a 3. It's good. James Harden knocks down the tray. He struggled last week in Detroit, 5 for 22. Harden around Beasley, the floater. It's good. Harden with his second basket. He's got 5 with the Clippers lead by 3.
Jammed up in the lane.
Oh, Harden picked up by Cunningham. Step back 3, leaning into it. Oh, he knocks it down. That's 10 first quarter points for James Harden. And the Pistons close to within 9. The shooter going to guard Harden the length of the floor. Harden puts him in his hip pocket, goes right to the rim and lays it in.
This is a team that scored 60 points. I think through February, they've been scoring about 60 points in the paint, already with 18.
Harden delivers again. It's 29-23. James Harden with 20. Harden looks at a double team, steps back, creates space, a 3 again. Oh! Take us to church! 32-26. Harden. Harden picked up by Holland. Well, the mid-range hasn't been falling, but
with outstanding jobs, of course. So.
I would love to see them both win it. We have seen tied winners before. As Harden flings a 3. Oh, the fire and brimstone continues in the second half. He's just been awesome in his role. His role is elevated this year, and he has been spectacular. Harden jousting with Cunningham. The step back in the mid-range is good. And he continues to preach. Have the ball to start the 4th. Will they have the lead? Harden's already logged 30 minutes so far tonight. Turns the corner, gets downhill, the floater, and it's good. He continues to deliver.
For his teammates and coaches have to understand, okay, this is where we need to put him in these actions where he's going to be most successful.
Harden the finish! Oh my goodness! Dunn, back to Harden, the floater. It's good again! 40 for St. James, 107-99. Harden the 3. Yes! Harden with 43! And the Clippers lead by 7!
For Detroit, so and only 14 fouls by the Clippers.
Harden off the window and in! Oh, he's taking a walk with the basketball gods tonight! Harden. Jumper from the foul line is good. Harden gets his first field goal. And Shamet coming in, makes a couple of free throws. He puts the Knicks out in front by 3. Clippers have led by as many as 9. Harden shakes free of Shamet, the 3. It's good. Counts, misses inside. Harden going 2 for 1. It's good. And Harden now with 10. A little off his pace of 23 that he had. 18-point turnaround since the start of the game. Leonard. Harden to catch and shoot 3. He's going to have to bail the Clippers out another time. He's got 13 with that one. Harden, a 3 again, and it falls, and he's picking up where he left off on Wednesday. He's been a big factor here for the Clippers on both sides of the ball. Harden on the wing for 3. It's good! The Clippers have hit half of their 3s, and they lead 76-68. Harden with 22.
I had a feeling the Tunes will make a play down the stretch. Seal this deal.
Harden, the floater. Maybe James Harden will do it. 102-93. Completely different looking squad than the team the Clippers did beat twice, once in Arco Arena. This is, despite being up 2-0 in the series, a much different look as James Harden floats it up and floats it in, and the Clippers are on the board.
A good transition. Has a nice stroke. Defensively will give effort.
Harden creating contact. Such a soft touch off the rim, trying to keep the Clippers into it. Rebound tap skyward. Harden retrieves it, his fourth. In and out dribble, down the lane, swooping in and laying it in 9 for Harden. 28 seconds to play in the half. No 2-for-1 opportunity. Harden going to drive the lane anyway and lay it in. Harden with 11, 5 and 5 here in the first half, and the Clippers lead by 2.
That pass to Zoo is not going to be available.
Harden, the step back three. Ask, and you shall receive, Jim Jackson. Coffee coming off a maze of screens. Now it's Laravia on the switch. It's a step back for Harden. The three and root is good. Harden with 17. Harden down the lane, scoops to the hoop and lays it in. 21 for Harden. Down the lane, the floater. It crawls through. James Harden ties up the score. 11 seconds to play.
It's right outside his reach.
Harden. 7 to shoot. The step back three en route. It's good. It's late in the hour on a Sunday night, but the gospel hour has begun. James turns the corner, gets downhill. He puts it in! St. James does it again! 109, 108.
Kawhi Leonard, good job, Jose. And that was better arc. Final shot is James Harden.
Keep him off the line.
Good call. He gets a three anyway, over Z. So they were down by 21, and they cut it all the way down to 10 at the break. So the Clips have shaved 7 of the 10 off, and it's all even. They're a plus 10 so far in the third quarter with 5.5 to play.
And he'll learn this in time. Take a power dribble and use that size.
Well, the switch has Carlo on an island. And Harden gets the dribble.
This guy's in rhythm with the basketball now, though, Joe. He's in rhythm. And you can tell he's in rhythm because the entire Pelicans defense is tilted. He's in rhythm.
And gets to a strong side for the easy one.
He's not.
Now short shot clock on the inbound series. Harden. He's got Eve. Can you get it out of his hands?
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't allow him to beat you away from the hit.
If you run him off that three-point line. But Davion Mitchell starting the night defending the 11-time All-Star, James Harden. Beautiful drop-step score for Harden. 2-point Clippers lead. Harden so good in this. Isolation, 3-ball, banked it in. Precious when you're a second-round pick and you're a rookie. That's your precious for everyone, by the way. Harden to the paint. Got it over Ben. In that game, the beginning of his ascent as a Heat rookie. 10-point deficit for mine. 3:18 left in the half. Harden just works his magic. No matter who's defending. He's got 15 points. By the way, Chris Dunn has gone back to the Clippers dressing room to attend to whatever was ailing him. Harden. He's going to stay quiet for just so long. And his 9th straight double-figure outing off the Heat bench. Heat trail by 12. Harden got a clean look and bottoms up for James Harden.
You said 240?
That's what they listed him as. Harden strips the cords with the three. But no hard feeling.
No hard feeling. James and I were talking before the game. He was talking about
opening quarter here in Atlanta. Final game of the homestand. Harden.
Oh, that's a wonderful move there.
Harden to the basket. And the foul on Daniels. Niang regains his balance. Harden keeps the dribble alive. Step back three.
That's what he does. I mean, nobody in the league is better.
Niang poked away.
James Harden, nice flick away there.
Three on the way. Good.
They have gone cold.
Harden's pass knocked down, got it back and laid it in. Harden's up to 23 points, leads all scorers in the game. James, good again.
Clippers just 1 for 5 so far. Harden, ball fake, plenty of room, and knocks down a little 14-footer, and James Harden signs his autograph on the game. That's something the Clippers better do here tonight, is match the energy. Harden, the step back three, it's good. Couple of buckets for James Harden. Clippers lead by 5.
Son running the floor hard, gets a wide open dunk.
Harden, a left-handed floater, and the Clippers out in front 9-4.
Norm hasn't played really in a month. You go back to the game in Utah before the All-Star break. He only played 9 minutes in a Laker game after that 8-game trip. And I'll tell you what, James Harden is feeling good.
Not a bad shooter.
Actually, quite a good shooter. And then when you throw him as being a...
Harden lays it in. In the next week, they have Cleveland on Tuesday, and then next Sunday they host Oklahoma City as well. Harden floats it up. Harden floats it in. 17 for James. Harden the three on the wing. Oh, take us to church. Harden with 23. Harden on the wing for 3. It is good again. Harden now with 26. Zeus sets the screen. 7 to shoot for James. Pulls up from the foul line with fire and brimstone. St. James with 28.
In the regular season, Coach Fratello, they will not have another 16-game winning streak. I guarantee it. Harden the 3, it's good.
You know, you were amazing in school and math, and you continue.
He's out one, and he's got 10 points, 3 assists, a couple of rebounds with a minute to play in the first. Clippers do look crisp offensively. Harden the step back contested 3. It's good again. It's his second 3. And the whistle against the Cavaliers will be free throws, and Harden knows it. Trying to put Strus on skates. Gets around him, the floater. Oh, it trickles home for Harden. He has 15 in the first half. It'll be Cavaliers ball to start the fourth, but will the Clippers have the lead? Harden goes to work, gets around Mobley and straight to the rim. Put it in the highlight reel. Wow, what a play by Harden. Clippers by 8. Bucket goes a long way here. 3 minutes to play. Bogdanovich. Harden. The floater. Clippers by 10.
Pippen nearly took it away. Shot clock down to 5 for Harden against Jaren Jackson Jr. Harden, a 3. Put it in.
Harden felt the contact. Oh, counted on a foul. He does it again.
Then if they run a double, it really opens up the passing lanes. And then we see the steal come up to deflection.
Unforced error there. Harden takes it to the rim and lays it in.
The energy this team was using, those don't come along every night. The swipe by Harden, picks his pocket.
Harden the 3. It's good. Harden. Can he do it again? The 3 en route. It is good. James Harden now with 4 threes.
And they got the miss out of it. That's what you want.
Memphis 4 for 12 in the quarter. Harden for 3. Oh! The gospel hour continues as St. James knocks down the tray. 84-76. Harden. Double. Baseline jumper. It's good.
Jackson is their 5-man. Nice job by James holding his ground.
He's been a good post defender throughout his career. Tries to take Jackson to the well, to the rim. Oh! Take us to church! James Harden with 30.
Lead guard right there for Hartenstein, trying to clear the way for his running back. Clippers get the ball, tied at 12. Harden the floater, it goes. Harden gets his first bucket of the game. The 6th seed is in play, and maybe more, given what is happening with Memphis, maybe the Lakers. As Harden fires a 3, it is good. He's got the message.
Harden off the window and in. Harden with a dozen, and the Clippers are tied at 70. Up for grabs. Back to Leonard. Harden all alone on the wing for three. Got it!
There's a 50-50 ball, and by coming up with it.
Not by drastic amounts, but they've done it from a team standpoint, Clyde.
Yep, and it's been mesmerizing as Harden, who's been doing that for 16 seasons.
As Anunoby threw it behind him, and Powell comes back, can't get it to go. Harden comes up with it, lays it up and in. Shot clock now resets to 14. Anunoby goes under the screen, and Harden makes him pay. Took a quick
Pounds, Payne, all the Knicks with the neck.
shot clock turned off, no fouls to give. Harden on the drive, goes inside, layup is good. With 1.9 remaining, Knicks have time to get a shot off. Knicks still shooting 56% from the field. Remember, this is the second-rated defense in the NBA they're playing. Leonard thought about it. Harden does not think about it. Nails the three. Shamet guarding Harden. One-on-one. Isolated. Harden a step back. And hits the three-pointer. And the Knicks now down by 2. Here comes Ben Simmons. Simmons looked like he may have carried. Harden the three-pointer. Back-to-back threes. And the Knicks down 5. Largest lead of the game for the Clippers. Hart on Harden. Harden doing his dancing and prancing. Fires away. Three-pointer is good. His third in a row.
They had to respect Batum on the outside there. Harden. Oh, that's ridiculous. How did he find the angle to squeeze it through? 33 for Leonard and Zubac. Leonard's up to 19 first-half points. Harden drive. Floats. Got it. Patented James Harden. Bounces the 4th steal for Kawhi. As Harden has it back on the outside. Guarded by Keon Johnson. Spins. Step back. That's pretty. James Harden now with 9 points and 5 assists. You can just hear that really from coaches around the NBA. Harden transition in rhythm, nothing but nylon. 90-57. It has been all Clippers from that point on. It continues to be the case with James Harden. 19 assists in this game. Harden looking for another one. Zubac spray it out. Quick ball reversal. Harden lines it up and knocks it down. That type of night for LA.
Yeah, Max is gone. He thought that was going nothing but nylon. Had the pass come back to him.
Harden's open. Allen floats and scores.
Yeah, I think you got to keep going at Zubac with Allen. Try to get that second foul if you possibly can. Plus keep J.A. involved in the offense. Good things happen when he touches that basketball in the interior.
Harden will orchestrate this offensive sequence. Merrill and Hunter are the first off the Cavalier bench as Harden draws the foul, gets knocked down, and has a chance for 3. When the Cavs play here on Wednesday, will be the first time the Cavs play a game in the same city twice in a row as Harden drives and scores since February 23rd. Garland with a good 5 feet behind the line. James Harden back in the ball game. Oh, he got knocked down. He knocks it down, and Harden has a chance for 4. Max got a hand on it, but it's grabbed by Harden. The Cavs aren't even in a position to win that game as Cruz isn't on fire for the final 3 minutes as Harden roars down the lane. He'll bank and score, and once more. Boy, that would have blown the roof off this place.
Trying to figure out what Jones Jr. has hurt. He's grimacing over there.
Harden hits a 3.
Stepping in behind him. Hard to defend that basketball when Darius Garland has it on that dribble drive. Man.
Last 2 minutes to play, 4th quarter.
Harden for 3.
Gary Harris matched up against James Harden. Here's that matchup. The left-hander Harden gets into the lane, puts it up high off the glass. His first points. Anthony Black, boy, he's been a key factor in this nice Magic run. That pass was behind Isaac, and the Magic turn it over. Harden escapes Kataze, and there's no help at the hoop. So it feels like the floodgates have opened the last couple of minutes. Harden penetrating in, left-handed floater, it's good. These teams mirror one another in a number of ways. Harden, he'll drive and lay it in. Bancaro, that pass picked off by Harden. Black in pursuit. Harden lays it in. Shot clock down to 7. Batadze on Harden. He'll shoot for three. It's good. That is James Harden's first made three in the game. James Harden defended by Houston now. Harden works his way in close. Blocked by Batadze, but a goaltend on Goga. Driving into Carter. Got a step on him and laid it in. Easy two for James Harden.
Sends it back outside to the veteran Olynyk. Pocket pick by Dunn. Clippers have a power play, 3-on-2. Harden attacking on Alvarado to the rim and in. Deflection. Dunn, right place, right time. Back to Harden to the rim. Finger roll finish. Clippers grab their first lead. Pre-game when we had a chance to chat with him. 5 to shoot for Harden. Drives inside, creates space, and gets it to fall. 6 for Harden here in the first quarter.
And then all of a sudden he had to go somewhere and show them he could still play.
And it's a motivating factor. You go from the NBA to overseas, it's quite the juxtaposition. That's the difference in the game. Clippers out in front. It's worth pointing out, Willie Green is a terrific coach. As Harden tries to go 2 for 1. Bulldozes Olynyk and floats it in. 14 for Harden. I know Dunn is left alone on purpose, but the Clippers' three-point shooting over the last 25 games has been 38%. Harden with a very delicate touch. Harden draws Matkovic, 3 to shoot. Baseline floater, counted, a foul. Harden with 20.
Ty Lue telling the rest of the red jerseys to flatten out on the baseline, let James go solo by himself.
Around Dinwiddie, the floater, got it, 2 seconds to play. His 4 shots on goal for Harden. Might add one here. It's a mid-range jumper for James Harden and knocks it down. Even against New Orleans, hard minutes. It hasn't felt that way here tonight for the Clippers. And with a game tomorrow, that's very nice. Speaking of very nice, how about James Harden? Kobe Brown sets the screen, 10 to shoot for Harden. Back up 3. It's good. Clippers won last night, 114-91. No Anthony Davis. Clippers were all business in the first half. Harden draws the contact. It's blocked by Lively, who did not play tonight. Into the paint, twisting and turning, finds Harden. Floater from James, it is good. It was that kind of floater that did in the Mavericks in Game 4 in Dallas for the Clippers. Harden, it's a clean look at a 3. It's good. Harden now with 7 in the first quarter, and the Clippers break the toss. Harden moving very well as well. Around Marshall to the rim, surrounded by defenders, counted on a foul. Clippers by 10. Harden has it. Plenty of time from the line to the lane to the rim and in at the buzzer. It is incredible what has happened here. Harden, the floater, is good. And James Harden now with 17.
The ball right back, see if they can get a shot before the Clippers get their defensive teeth into him.
Another floater by Harden. That's a 3rd one tonight, and it falls. He's beginning to preach. He's got 19. Harden stumbles down the lane, counted on a foul. 21 for Harden.
That's what I keep harping on. Get that hand up, challenge those shots.
Harden off the window and in. 24 for James. Clippers have been a little sloppy in terms of defending without fouling against the Mavs here in these couple of ball games. They still lead by 21. Harden gets again down the lane, gets to the rim, counted on a foul as the gospel hour continues. Clippers in action tomorrow against the Houston Rockets, who have won all 3 games against the Clippers. It'll be a different look for the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard in there, but the Rockets, as I mentioned, playing as well as anybody. 10 to shoot for Harden. Clippers 6 of 14 from the field. Harden gets around his defender and Wesley counted on a foul and send Harden to the line. Finds an opening and lets it fly. Harden knocks down the 3. Clippers by 2. He and Derek Jones Jr. beginning of the year as Jones rises for 3. In and out. Harden the rebound and the putback. And the Clippers on top by another double-double for Zoo. We take him for granted. That's how great he's been this year for the Clippers. Harden
Keeps his defender in his back pocket, floats it up and in, and the Clippers starting to take control. Oh, behind the back to Zoo, reads the defense, finds Powell. Gets a little too fancy with the dribble, and Harden's going to have to bail him out late in the clock. The three. Oh, he does! A bucket would be nice here for the Clippers. Again, they play tomorrow night right here in Inglewood against the second-best team in the Western Conference, and that says a lot. Zoo surrounded by defenders. Harden, can he put the finishing touches? He can! Knocks down a three! Harden steps behind Zoo, using him as a barricade, knocks down a three. This is the 184th consecutive game for Green. He played all 82 last year, looking to do it again this year. Harden the runner, it's good again. Harden now with 8, and the Clippers lead 24-16.
Prove themselves as they head into the playoffs to see if they get some minutes during that time.
Uncle Jeff, a former teammate of James Harden and a former Clipper as well. Harden straightaway three, it is good, and James Harden with 11 here.
And the players that are playing for the Rockets right now.
Wade Shepherd for the 5th time in his rookie year in double digits. Harden tries to retaliate and does. 16 for Harden.
Nico was in that first half. We will not be seeing him in the second. He has been ruled out with right groin soreness, has not come out of the locker room.
Christina thanks. That's not what I want to hear. They're positioning in the Western Conference.
You know, as we start the second half, I've got a serious question for you. Do you think Christina knows that I'm here?
Harden counted a foul. Final 3 games of the regular season. Clippers back in October when training camp started would have killed to be in this position. They would have done anything, beg, borrow, and steal.
Behind the 3-point line.
Harden gets a screen from Eubanks. Mid-range jumper and root is good. Harden now with 30. He's got 8 assists as well. 126 to 115. But this Houston team, you can understand why they're number 2 in the West. They are relentless. Harden the runner, it's good. 128 to 115, 32 for Harden. Here with the Clippers, 9-1. Harden, 7 to shoot. The three, it's good! 35 for Harden!
He has been a big piece to their success, and you look at this team, how defensively they have really upped their game with, of course, why Doug has a lot of faith and trust in him.
Harden got behind the 3-point line, and he rings one up.
And read it well. Phenomenal.
Levine missed the logo 3, raises up, and missed the lefty lay. Here's Harden breaking out. 3-on-2 for the Clippers. Harden steps through and got the layup. It's like when your coaches run shell drill in practice, right?
Ad nauseum, yes.
Sabonis couldn't grab the rebound. Here's Harden on the breakout. They got a 3-on-2. Harden takes it all the way in and through the contact for the layup. Doug imploring his team to pick up Harden higher up, further up the court. Better pickup point, Harden. That's what happens if you don't, Katie.
Yeah, listen, you got picked off by the Zubats.
Sabonis, the trailer, lost the handle. Harden in full flight, and that's going to be goaltending against Trey Lyles.
And really great job there, though, by Zach LaVine.
Got a great look, though.
I mean, that's a high percentage shot.
Sidestep 3 by Harden is good.
Heavily contested. Kind of frustrating James Harden to a certain degree, and he keeps going back for more.
No whistle, but a layup by Harden.
Here's Zubats, most improved player and defensive player of the year candidate. So is Draymond Green, might be the front runner right now. James Harden, all-NBA candidates, had a great year. And he cans a 3 to start the game. Zubats 4th in the league in rebounding. He's had 5 games of 20 rebounds or more. Harden with the breakdown of Pajemski and the hit in the lane. There'll be 7 or 8. It depends on what happens the next 2 hours. And Wednesday night, we've got 2 play-in games we know for sure. Heat, Bulls. That'll be in Chicago in the 9-10.
Yes, it all matters.
Every possession matters to Draymond Green in any game, but especially today. The floater by Harden drops. And the Clippers retake the lead. They're on a 16-4 run. Hayden still a top defender. Harden step back 3. It's good! Right in front of the Warrior bench, literally. He almost fell into the bench. Harden. Toe tap 3. James Harden with his third three-pointer. And the Clippers back in front. Looney and Hield checking in. Harden driving and puts it home. Boy, Moody really was shading to the strong left hand for Harden, but he's so good going the other way as well.
I said this last month, he's played at such a high level. He said, I'm so happy to see him healthy. It's certainly good for the league, but it's bad for us as a
shot clock inside of 5 now with Harden on the edge, guarded by Pajemski. 1 to shoot. Harden banks it home. What a shot with 1 on the timer.
Trying to bring his team home. He wants that week off, Dave.
33 for Curry. 18 in the quarter. Warriors by 2 now as Harden gets the basket. And the only miss for Curry since the third quarter. Harden, corner 3. Got it! And the Clippers take the lead by 3. Butler's got Harden. So you got the smaller defender on Zubac, but Draymond Green now comes to help. 3 from Harden. Good again! Back-to-back triples by James Harden, who's had an all-NBA caliber season. Clippers with possession up 2. Shot clock inside of 10. Harden driving on Payton, gets past him, and it's blocked by Butler, but count the basket. Goaltending, they will review it.
Here's Harden off the rebound. We've seen the start to this game for Zubac, who's a real contender for all defense. Harden, just an incredible finish to the season. As Harden gets free, skates right to the cup.
They're healthy, they're motivated, and Kawhi Leonard, who we haven't even mentioned much, physically looks better than he's looked in 5 years as Harden keeps doing what he's been doing.
Harden bodies into Murray, finds space, and again lays it in. Jokic had to be careful after picking up his first. There you go, 2-man game again. Murray off on that one. Derek Jones Jr. did a nice job. Here's Harden, 3 seconds left. Harden at the horn. You bet. Wow. Here comes Dunn. Harden with space will fire and hit from 3. James Harden, who had 15 in the first.
I still like the Harden-Zubac pick and roll. I would still play out of that. We'll see what they do.
Clippers out of timeouts. Here's Harden going quickly. Floats it up and in. Tied at 98. Gordon up to 21. Here's Harden dancing to the cup.
Harden came to play.
Harden looking to take Murray. Harden skates in and floats another home.
The second he gets that angle with his left hand, the play's almost over.
Murray and a steal. Dunn comes up with it. Here comes Leonard. Resuscitation for LA. Harden connects. What a 3 from Harden.
And the Clippers surround him.
And that was to your point, Brian. The calls are different this time of year.
There's a little floater by James Harden. He needed that one with Zubac on it. 3:40 left, and Dunn gets the strip.
That's just a great defensive job by Dunn.
James Harden goes vintage. Physical studs. Now Harden. Harden lets it go. Got it. You know, here's what I say. You always say, don't you?
That is great coaching.
Harden dancing with Murray, lost the handle, saved by Dunn. 1 to shoot. Harden with the little floater, and it goes.
Maintains the bounce. Harden lowers himself, gets to the rim, and floats it home. He was 7 of 10 at the rim.
He's going to start scoring quite a bit in the second half. Harden, 2 flybys on the same shot fake, and James Harden sticks the landing on a 3-point. Porter picks up Harden. Late clock, 3 to shoot. James Harden. Little sidestep 3-pointer.
Be open. They're going to decide to double Joker that high.
Now Harden lets it go and hits.
Hey, you can't run it.
The communication wasn't there on the weak side.
Harden feeling good. It's his second in a row. Harden with a quick 8 points now. And the Clippers.
23 total possessions in the first 2 games. Harden surveys down the lane, juggles, recovers. Oh, anyway, oh, hocus pocus for James Harden.
Plenty of time to shoot for Harden. Batum was open in the corner for a moment. But Harden feeling good. He's got a couple of threes. Give him a hat trick! Harden with 13! And the Clippers lead 32-28. But they come up snake eyes. Denver 5 of 15 from 3. Clippers 12 of 20. Harden right down Century Boulevard and in. And it finds Dunn all alone. Zoo. Oh, he backed it back out. Surrounded by white jerseys. Harden. Counted on a foul!
It's Powell. He'll put up a long shot. It's a 3. Rebound Dunn. Kicks it out. Harden with a 3.
And give credit to Chris Dunn, one of the better offensive rebounding guards, to go along with 6 rebounds and 2 assists.
In game 3, LA made 18 threes. Harden will dive and score.
What a great effort there defensively.
Harden trying to be more than he is with the 2 on the run. Fouled on the play. Send him to the line. With Harden on top. Sheds Gordon, goes by Jokic and scoops it home. Pretty play by James Harden.
Huge shot that is for Murray.
Couldn't have come at a better time for Denver. Harden will wheel and fake and drive and score.
So evenly matched. They played differently, but evenly matched. Denver was able to snag home court advantage right at the end of the season. Clippers with James Harden with the layup.
Focus on the present, and now it's a best of 3 series. That's the reality. All the back and forth, that's for you guys. He said, for me, it's on to the next. And Christian Brown echoed that sentiment, adding, we didn't fight that hard for game 4. David Adelman talked after game 2 about Ty Lue. He said he's been an incredible coach for years. I look up to his disposition of how he coaches the game. There's a calmness to him, and when you're calm, you can make creative decisions at a higher level.
Subats with a steal. Harden, hesitation, drives, scores. That's twice in a row. Knicks win it 116-113. They will face Boston in the second round on Monday. And here we are at a game 6 between the Clippers and the Nuggets as James Harden gets inside, scores again, pulls down the board on the miss. Murray running. Harden jumps in his way and forces a bad pass. That was James Harden there with a good defense. Harden drives and lays it in. Dramatic numbers there. Significant drop in the turnovers. Harden crossover, gets a step on Porter, and Harden once again got 7 total.
Well, on Ty Lue, we haven't given him enough credit yet as Harden goes to the rim. Ty Lue, that Leonard can guard him down there, but he can take away his left shoulder at least and make him go back to a side where he's not as efficient. And Harden now with 18 points.
Harden stalking Brown, fires a 3, hits another one. James Harden with his second made 3. Clippers trying to send this series back to Denver for a game 7. Harden drives, Harden scores. Even before he got into the NBA, Nuggets took a flyer on him and it's paid off. There's Harden on the putback. Harden hung in there.
On the year, they had struggled mightily in this series, but they're taking care of business tonight.
Harden for 3.
And he's taking care of business too.
Loads it up, knocks it down, a 3.
That's a big time shot right there, but I like how
Harden inches his way towards the rim. Step back, Jay. He gets the roll.
Yeah, I like the patience there. Harden just lets things develop.